How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and last time a strange Pokemon was carried into the inn, and his name was Umbreon, and he's said to be a dungeon researcher. So, let's see what's going on. What do you say? Let's see if he's gotten any better. Because he wasn't feeling too well last time. Hey! Umbreon's up and moving now. Really? Yeah. Only problem is, he says he's got to get out of Post Town right away. What? Of course, we told him not to push it, but he just ain't listening to a word anybody says. So the Signora told me to come and get you. Got it. I'll get everyone together. Hey, fella. You shouldn't push yourself yet. But if I don't make it in time... Come on, listen to reason. It's just too soon to be moving around like that. Rest up a bit longer, okay? Umbreon. Virizion. Seems like I owe you for clearing up the misunderstanding about me. I've got to thank you for that. And while I'd love to stay and chat, I've got a prior appointment. Seems you have a reason to be in such a rush. But you're not getting anywhere in that condition. Umbreon, why don't you explain what's going on? We might be able to help, you know. That's true enough. Fine. Let me start from the beginning. What? You ran all the way to Post Town? Because you were being attacked by some strangers? That's right. They attacked Espeon and me out of the blue. We both ran off in different directions. I was lucky enough to end up here, but Espeon, she's probably still on the run from those monsters. I've got to go. I have to find her. So that's why. But why'd you think someone would have attacked you two? My guess is they were probably after these. Whoa, sweet cards. Are these Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I mean, cards? Is this your first time seeing them? They're called Enter cards. See, everyone knows that the land around here has unusually high mysteriosity. There's that word again. But even the mysterious power in these kinds of areas does obey some rules. It follows certain paths, what we call ley lines. The flow of these ley lines affects and determines the mysteriosity in an area. Once we realized that, dungeon researchers like Espeon and I began to wonder, what if we could use the power of those ley lines for ourselves? That's where the Enter cards come in. As for what the Enter cards actually do, well... Hey, why are you all asleep? Huh? We were sleeping? I guess so. It was like some awesomely powerful spell was cast over us, like being hypnotized. I, for one, had a lovely dream. Now I feel all refreshed. Sorry. I guess my explanation was a little on the technical side. Seeing it for yourself is probably the easiest way to understand it. Let's go outside. Are you okay? Go on, you two. Help him out. Yes, boss. Come on, we gotta help you. Or we've got you. You have to walk in, Umbreon. Yeah, sorry about this. Whoa, what's going on up here? I didn't know kin myself, but it seems the stranger's about to show us a real treat. Don't you get in the way, lad. Wow, I wonder what it'll be. This is kind of exciting. Alright, this ought to do it. Everybody, if you could step back a bit. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna play this in defense mode and then... Whoa, the lights! Whoa, the lights. Oh no, now look what you've done. That's... What is that thing? It's a Magna Gate. It's an entrance to a dungeon. An entrance to a dungeon? Yeah, though this one isn't complete. We start by crafting enter cards for the ley lines we want to read. Then, using different combinations of those cards and varying their placement, we can change the flow of the ley lines and force them into new patterns, you see? Then, boom, you've got an entrance to the dungeon. The entrance to the dungeon that you see before you now. It's a particularly special one. Chances are no one else in the world has ever used it. It's a path that Espeon and I finally found after compiling all our years of research. We're using the power of the sun and the moon to manipulate some serious ley lines. But these 2 cards here aren't enough to summon up a real Magnegate. I'd need the other 2 cards if I wanted to summon a usable Magnegate. In English? I see. I think I get it now. And the other cards you need are with Espeon, are they? Yeah. My Enter cards and Espeon's. By combining both sets, it seemed like we were finally going to be able to complete our research. But we were attacked right after we were finishing making these cards. That's why I've got to assume that the enemy's after our Enter cards. When you consider the fact that no one has attacked you since you've been here, it seems they may be trying to avoid drawing attention to themselves. I don't know about that, Swanna. They could just want you to think that. Then they strike, out of the blue. At any rate, we can all protect Umbreon as long as he's here. Which just leaves Espeon. What? You mean... There's no way we wouldn't save her after hearing all this. We can't just sit back and relax when someone's in trouble. We're the Marriland after all. Leave it up to us. We'll definitely bring Espeon back safe. There aren't even words. I promise I'll pay you back for this somehow. I think Espeon ran off in the direction of the Crags of Lament. I know I saw some of our pursuers heading that way. I'm sorry, but I'm counting on you for this one. You've got to save Espeon from them. We will. You can believe that. Tusks! You can decide who's gonna go, right? When everything's ready, let's set out at once. We're going to the Crags of Lament and saving Espeon. Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. So, we gotta go find that Crags of Lament place. I hurried up here because I heard you could see some kind of amazing light. Whoa, what is that thing? That's a tree. That Marriland collapsing here in town. The eerie lights in the sky. I cannot help but think they may be related. Umbreon related to the mystic lights in the sky, huh? That's an interesting relation. Hey, wait, there's that Trubbish from earlier. Let's see what that Trubbish is all about. I decided there was no point to being half-hearted about it. So yesterday I marched right up to Signora Swanna's Inn, Trub Trub, and I apologized for stinking up her place like that, Trub Trub. And then that grand lady, she said that she hadn't minded at all and that I wasn't to worry, Trub Trub. Snoop, I was so touched, Trub Trub. That was the first time that I ever felt so happy being in a clean place, Trub Trub. Ah, wow. That's very clean of you, I guess. Okay, so let's see. I got some stuff here. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the dailies really quick. You know what that means. That means Starmie, yeah. However, once we're done, we're going to want to head up that road so we can go on over. Now, there are a few items you'll want to pick up before leaving, and I'll show you what they are in a sec. But first things first, I gotta get me my chest in that ocean thing, so let's go. Alright, Starmie, I'm gonna get you. My berries are still growing. Alright, let's do this. Whew, that was another good run. I got a black chest, 4 blue chests, and then 4 red chests. Now, what can sometimes happen, you may end up with a black chest up near the very top. And if that happens, sometimes you're better off. Just look at that, reflect, sweet. See, sometimes if you get a black chest, you're just better off just dodging everything, not even trying to get anything else. But there are so many blue boxes that I wanted to get some stuff. Yeah, we got a TM, that's pretty sweet. And a soil pigment, nice. Let's check this TM out, I wonder if anyone can use it. Virizion? That could definitely be helpful. What does this thing even do? It teaches the move Reflect. Well, that doesn't tell me much. Alright, well, let's teach it to Virizion, because I could use some support moves. Let's get rid of Takedown. I don't think I've ever seen her use it once. And this affects the entire room. your whole party. Very nice. Reduces damage from physical moves for a while. Sweet. Let's get rid of takedown. Alright, and again, it can be taught as many times as you'd like. So TMs are great. You can only get those in the black boxes, I think. So that's why I strongly recommend doing that minigame every single day, because it's just so nice. Okay, so for this trip, what you're gonna need, you're gonna wanna make sure you have good equipment, like, you know, power bands, defense scarves, special bands, whatever. You're gonna wanna make sure you have a sufficient amount of orange berries, because healing's very important. Something that can heal poison might be nice. It's not necessary. Heal seeds will do the trick. 3 or 4 reviver seeds, if you have them, would be great. Maybe 2 max elixirs, and a skateboard just in case. All dodge and all power-up orbs are wonderful. I think you'll only need 1 of each, but you can go ahead and bring more if you want. I'm just gonna bring 1 of each. Probably don't need a mobile orb. Roll call orb is helpful. Slumber orbs are cool. Totter orbs will work if you don't have any of the slumber orbs. But your best bet is definitely slumber orbs. Let's see what we have over here. Let's take out 1 more reviver seed, and oh, that all protect orb could be helpful too. Any number of these things. Well, it doesn't look like I have a slumber orb, unfortunately, but that's okay. Totter orbs will work too, so let's just try that out. You just want something, because you're going to have to deal with a boss fight. I know, I'm spoiling, but I'm trying to help you out, too. So, let's go ahead and, actually, I think that'll do. Let's just go with that. Maybe, let's take 1 more orange berry with us. Alright, because we're going to pick up some stuff, too. Now, I'm just going to take my strongest Pokemon with me, because you know, that's really what you should do in any of these boss fight situations. So let's scoot on over here. And again, you can't take the request board in order to go to this place. You actually have to go through here and select the Crags of Lament. Nice. All right, let's go to the Crags of Lament. What do you say? All right, now I'm gonna walk you through this whole place. How does that sound? Now, the enemies here they're a bit stronger. You see those Venopedes around. And as you can see, they like to poison you, which is really unfortunate, and that's why I recommended bringing some of those poison berries. If you get poisoned, you don't have to heal right away, but keep in mind, whoever's poisoned is not going to heal on their own, so just keep an eye on their hit points. If you can find the stairs, just take the stairs right away, and that'll heal them up. That's why, you know, using up your poison, or, you know, like a Pecha Berry or something, isn't necessary. Oh, that prankster. Now, these Whimsicots, they can get rather annoying. It's nice because you can recruit Whimsicott here, which is really cool if you get that. A little redundant with Virizion, but hey, you know what? Not too bad. Broham leveled up, cool. Ooh, an all dodge orb, nice. See, that's why I love quick attack. It's so helpful. There are so many of these corridors. Endure, what does it really even matter? Just use Dragon Rage. Cause it's cheap. Do chop you again. 1 hit's enough. Alright, what's this Fickle Ribbon do? I need to know. Using different moves boosts the critical hit rate. Yeah, so I guess if you alternate your moves a lot, that might work. What the? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to see how effective that is. Alright, looks like the all dodge orb has been picked up, which is great. Oh, one other thing that's just stupid here. See how Amalga's all like, hey, I'm just gonna go walk wherever. That happens when you end up with a bend like this one we're on right now. If this happens to you, just walk up and then kind of, you know, round your partners in. It gets kind of confusing. In fact, here, I'll even show you again, because they like to just go off then. Have to round them up like some kind of shepherd. Gets rather irritating. But once you know how to get around that, it's okay. Oh boy, here we go. Boom, boom. Oh, Swineham wants to join. Oh, sure, let's let Swineham join. Now, Swineham can actually be a pretty good member of your team. Let's call it... I don't know, let's call it... I want to call him Swindler. I don't even know why. I don't think he's really a swindler, but it just sounds great. Alright. You're gonna be my shifty little Swineham. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at you. See, not too shabby right now. The only problem is a little weak on the defense side if you're gonna be fighting some bosses, and you're not really gonna need them. So, we'll send him back. It's all good. And then there's this Venipede here. Now this thing has a lot of defense, so keep that in mind. Your attacks are not going to do as much against them as you may like. Alright, Roll Call Orb. However, they too are capable of joining your party around now, so keep that in mind. Ha 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 ha! Oh, let's see if I can do an Espeon voice. Ha ha ha! Yeah! You can't escape us, no matter how quick you scamper. Where are you? Wouldn't you like to know? Why don't you come find us? I'm the one running from you here. Why would I come after you? I'm trying to get away. And you'll never catch me, not fools like you. Besides, I know what you're after, and I will never hand them over to you. What a troublesome girl. But she's looking pretty tired, ain't she? It's only a matter of time before we nab her, Croak. We better finish this up fast, or we'll be the ones getting run ragged next. I know, Croak. Playtime's over then, and so is this Espeon's freedom, Croak. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Guess we have to save her. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, see, there's another one of those hook things, as I like to call them. They're just a pain to get through, or a pain to get into. If you're just kind of walking through them, it's no big deal. Oh, yeah, you can also find Swoobat here. Oh, that reflect is nice. Okay, actually, I think Assurance will do. Well, did enough. Wow, there's some good money and an Oranberry here. This is pretty nice. Oh, Defense Curl, why you do that to me? Come on. Oh, that rollout is really, really dangerous. It hits very hard, it hits multiple times. You don't know how many times it's going to hit. And it just gets so nasty. Protect, you jerk. Now, these things are just gross. I know I say that about just about everything, but they are, man. Alright, so after a few floors, you're going to end up at a halfway point, which is kind of neat if you need to deposit anything, or if you need to, you know, put anything away. I think I'm actually good for right now. So let's just keep going. Oops, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, it's okay. Alright, let's dual chop this thing. Sweet, now I'm at level 17. 1 hit point. Well, that stinks. Holy Swoobat. Whoa! Yeah, getting things done up in here. Whoa. There's a ton of Whimsicots and they're taking all my stuff. What jerks. This is a pretty cool looking place, I have to say. Visually, it's quite stunning. Look at all these Whimsicots. They're all over the place. Hey, you, stop that. Yeah, Whimsicott oftentimes has Prankster, which can be rather annoying because it makes it so they'll use any special, or not special, but like status attacks twice in a row. Thankfully, it doesn't look like this one has it. But that can be very, very dangerous if they're using growth. Because they'll use it twice in a single turn. Oh, hi there, Kecleon. What's going on? Defense, Scarf, All Dodge, Reviver Seed, Reviver Seed. I'm good. Thanks anyway, though. Oh, dead end. No big deal. Okay, well, let's just head on along. And we're at the 7th floor now. Setting up that reflect is so cool. Yeah, Swoobats aren't really a threat. They just kind of flutter around. They have very little hit points. They're not too aggressive or anything. Whew, the 8th floor already, wow. Boom. Malga, level 19 and wants to learn a new move. What would that be? Double Team. Double Team's alright. It's pretty decent, but, you know, you're probably good with, you know, these moves. I guess you could get rid of Thunder Shock if you wanted. Spark usually will outpace it anyhow. But then you're going to find that Emolga's just going to use Double Team over and over again, and so often that just, it gets annoying. It uses it when it should be doing something else unless you disable it, and then when you disable it, when you need it to use it, it's like, it's too much hassle to go through it. So I'm just going to not learn that. Reflect, on the other hand, is really nice because it provides a nice bonus to the whole team as opposed to just one Pokemon. You know, she's only going to use it once, so it does have its advantages. Covet. Alright, oh, a Venipede. Ah, these things with their defense. Oh, hi, Venipede wants to join. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna name this thing Uggabug. Actually, we'll do it this way. Uggabug! Alright, yeah, that's good. Sure. So, Venipede makes an okay addition to your team. It doesn't have a lot of attacking moves, but Rollout can be pretty nice. Screech is surprisingly helpful, particularly against bosses. Plus, most importantly, it has the defensive stats to stick around a bit. As you can see, its defenses aren't too shabby for being a non-hero Pokemon. So, if you want to use one, it would be pretty decent to use a Venipede. Oh, a dainty box. Thanks for leaving that behind, bud. Alright, another Venipede. Okay, we gotta be getting to the end of this place before too long here. Ooh. Oh, just a Rossberry. Okay, we're on the 9th floor. Oh my goodness, this is a nice long dungeon. That passive reflect is just so cool. I'm so glad I got that in a TM. Oh, that Endure gets very annoying. It's like it's just gonna survive and do something. Well, I guess I didn't need a dual chop. That's kind of overkill. Oh well. Gives it some experience or something. Alright, let's see. Where are the stairs? Where are the stairs? Come on, show me the stairs. Show me the stairs. They gotta be around here. Show me the stairs. No, not the stairs. Where are... Yeah, there we go. Alright, so. What is going on now? Oh, snap. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha. Whoa, big kitty. Big kitty. Cat fight. All this running and dodging is really wearing me out. But it looks like we've got you perfectly cornered now. Ugh. Hey, Perugly, at least you got the easy part. I'm the one who had to run ahead and cut her off. Krog. I'm super tired, Krog. Oh dear, toxic croak. Perhaps a sign you need more exercise. You want to talk? I saw you huffing and puffing back there. Now hand him over. Give us everything you've got. Yeah, like she's gonna listen to you. It'll be fastest to just take them by force. Ah! Prugly searched through Espeon's belongings. Yeah! What's up? This girl doesn't have anything on her. What? Hey, where'd you stash them? Where are the enter cards? If you don't tell us, we'll have to force it out of you. I hope you're prepared, Espeon. Stop! Now! Yeah, you tell him. That looks like it must be Espeon over there. Ha! Ha! All right, we made it. Yeah? What's this? Who are you strangers? We're the Marriland, and we're here to save Espeon. What are these fools talking about? I don't get it, Krog. Grr, you're so irritating. I just want to get this job over with. Guess we just have to take care of them then. Let's get this over with quick. You're right. Looks like that's our only choice. Here they come, Tusks. Well, I don't know who you fools are, but you picked the wrong party to crash. Let's go! Oh, snap. Well, we have to fight against Toxic Croak and Ugly. Oh, snap. So, several things to keep in mind when fighting them. First of all, you have to fight them both at once. If you brought along Verizon and Amalga, they will both be positioned to use Quick Attack against one of the Pokemon. So that's really convenient. If they choose to do that, that's great. Otherwise, you know, they'll kind of come on in. If they do just stand there and use Quick Attack, then you're both going to be taking damage from the attacks of these two. So keep that in mind. Depending on what items you have, this fight could be easy or it could be a little on the tricky side. If you have a sufficient amount of Oran Berries, you should be in good shape. If you have an all Dodge Orb, use that right from the beginning, because that'll just help make the fight so much easier. And an all Power Up Orb will really help too. So let's go ahead and use that all Dodge Orb. You could also lead with a Slumber Orb if you'd like, and then set up your other orbs. I know orbs do make the fights just so easy, but, you know, they hit for a decent amount of damage regardless. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Dual Chop. Oh yeah, Growl. That gets so irritating. It'll reduce the power of all your Pokemon. If you have an all Power-Up Orb, that can be very helpful for both counteracting the effects of that and just raising your attack and stuff, which is great. It'll make the fight go so much faster. Boom. Now, if you can, try to gang up on one of them. Like, if you find that all of your teammates are going for a certain one, try to pick on that one, because then you'll turn it into a 4-on-1, which makes the fight so much easier. But as you see, they like to derp around and just kind of fight whoever. Now, Reflect is being very handy in this fight. Chances are you probably don't have it. If Verizon gets smart and moves over to Perugly, you'll be in great shape too. But yeah, you know, should be kind of decent. As long as you're at a decent level, like level 16 or 17 or so, and bring good items, you'll be set. So, there. Ah! Scram! Wow, we beat those two jokers. Oh, but we should probably save Espeon. Hey, you okay? Did they get you? We're here to help you. Umbreon told us everything. I see. Umbreon, he... Thank you for saving me. I've probably seen better days, but I'll be fine. No, I am fine. Pokemon like that can't get the better of me. You've got some guts at least, that's for sure. I'm glad to hear it. More importantly, though, I must hurry to Post Town. There's something I have to be sure of. Got it. Let's go then. Umbreon's waiting for us too. Sweet. We cleared the Crags of Lament. Very nice. Would you like to save your adventure? You know what? I don't want to have to leave you on a cliffhanger like this. Espeon! Umbreon! Snoople. I'm so glad you're all right. I didn't... No, I was more worried about you, but as much as I just want to enjoy this moment with you, there's something I have to... I know, Espeon, but we've got to at least thank Tusks and the others properly first. Of course. Tusks, Broham, everyone, I owe you all so much. You saved us. Neither of us would be here without you. No problem. We're just glad you're both okay. But the Pokemon who attacked you two, who could they be? Who knows? I've got no idea who they are, but... Umbreon, they really were after the Enter cards. So they were. That was my guess. I really don't know who the Pokemon that attacked us were. But if they were after the Enter cards, then their goal seems obvious enough. Either they must want to get in the way of our research, or they plan to steal the Enter cards, because they want to go to the Great Glacier themselves. What? What? Hey, wait up. You just said something amazing like it was nothing, right? Huh? Did I really? I just said they might be after the Enter cards to get to the Great Glacier. The Great Glacier? You say you can actually go to the Great Glacier? That mighty distant glacier that may be a Pokemon is researched. You say you can go there. Ah, right. I guess I hadn't mentioned any of this yet, had I? The two of us have dedicated our careers to studying the Great Glacier. Deep within the Great Glacier, that's where it must be. The great crystal that causes all matter surrounding it to float in the air. That is what Umbreon believes. Great crystal that makes matter float? There's no way to prove it exists except by going to the Great Glacier itself. But in front of the Great Glacier is a huge crevice that prevents anyone from ever reaching it. That's why we thought of using the ley lines. We want to use them to create a dungeon that would lead beyond the crevice. That dungeon could get us right up to the base of the Great Glacier. If we can just make Enter cards that will create such a dungeon, we should be able to reach the Great Glacier. At least we think so. That's amazing! Then that means with both of your sets of Enter cards together, you could actually reach the Great Glacier? Pretty much. Though we still need to make a few more adjustments. But it might be too late for that now. Espeon, from the looks of things, you don't have your Enter cards anymore, do you? Did those crooks steal them from you? It's fine. It doesn't matter if they did. I don't even care about losing the Enter cards. As long as you are safe and here with me again, then Honestly, Umbreon, could you not leap to your own conclusions without giving me a chance to explain? The Enter cards weren't stolen. What? But instead, well, I would almost have preferred it if they had been. The truth is that I've done something I truly regret, Umbreon. Oh, you're here. Are you all right? You didn't get hurt. Please tell me you're okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm just fine. And these are... Ah. Are those the Enter cards? But why'd Swadloon have them? I kept my promise, ma'am. I didn't tell nobody. Not anybody. Yes, I see that. Thank you, little one. You must have been so scared. Nah, I wouldn't get scared over that. I'm really strong. I'm so glad. Please forgive me. I'm really okay, ma'am. Honest. Oh, please don't cry. What in the world is going on? What in tarnations? I really can't imagine. Miss Espeon, it's nice to meet you. I am this boy's mother. Oh, I'm so sorry. What I did was unforgivable. Because of my actions, your son, This sweet child was put in danger. In danger? If you don't mind, could you please explain what happened to my son? Of course. Ever since I lost sight of Umbreon, I've been on the run from our pursuers. I tried to make it into Post Town, but my enemies were always one step ahead. I've been so close to Post Town for so long, but never made it to safety. I buried my precious belongings so they wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. But I couldn't stop worrying, so I went back to my hiding spot in Inflora Forest. Ah, now it makes sense. I made my way to the spot where I'd buried my things. Every moment, I felt like my enemies might be only a few steps behind me. But when I reached my hiding spot, this young boy was there. You! What do you think you're doing? So sorry. The enter cards. This child had dug up my precious belongings. There they were, in the dirt, including the enter cards. Oh, does this all belong to you, ma'am? I'm really sorry. I wouldn't have disturbed them if I knew they belonged to someone. I was rattled. If my pursuers had found this child, the enter cards would have been lost forever. More importantly, though, if they had followed me into the forest, we still might be attacked at any moment. What to do? I searched desperately for an answer, and that's when I made a mistake. Child, you must listen carefully to what I am about to say. Oh, okay. No, not like this. If I look desperate, he'll just be frightened. I have to be calm. Ready. Listen, it's true that these things belong to me, but is there something here that you wanted in particular? Yeah, I thought this red stone was really pretty. Is that right? Then I'll give you this stone. What? Really? It's yours. But first, I need you to make me a promise. I want you to take those cards with you as well. These cards? That's right. I want you to keep them until I come to get them back from you. And the cards will be our little secret, all right? Just yours and mine. I don't want you to tell anyone else about these cards. What do you think? Can you promise me that? Yeah, I will. I promise. I won't tell nobody about your cards, ma'am. I live in Post Town. Come visit soon, okay? I will. Uh-oh. That noise. Is someone coming? Okay, then. I've got to be going, but you're going straight home, right? Your mother will be worried about you. Yeah, I'll head back now. See you later. Woohoo! I got the red jewel! And these sweet cards! And that was how I ended up entrusting the enter cards to this child. And that rustling was actually us earlier, I think. Go figure. But afterwards, I'd realized what I'd done. My folly. Despite any problems, our secret might not remain a secret for long. By placing the enter cards in this child's care, if the Pokemon pursuing us somehow learned that he had the cards... It's certainly true that our wee Swadloon might have been the one to pay. As soon as I realized that, I hurried back to Inflora Forest at once. But I was too late. Swadloon was gone. We must have just passed one another. You probably headed back into the forest right after we had gone to rescue Swadloon. I may have been desperate, but thinking about the danger that I put that innocent boy in, I was on the run every moment after that. I never had a chance to look for him. And the whole time I was running, I was positively sick with worry. Thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness nothing happened. Please don't cry, Miss Espeon. Listen to my mom, ma'am. Please don't cry. You were so afraid and you acted on that fear. You felt that you had no other choice. Yet even while you were being hunted, you kept my son in your heart. Thank you. And most importantly, my Swadloon kept his promise to you. That makes me proud. He is surely stronger for having shared this secret with you and being true to his word. As a mother, I am grateful to you for that gift, Miss Espeon. What? That's great, huh, Espeon? Espeon? Yes, everything has worked out. That's one mystery solved at least. But Umbreon, what are the two of you planning to do now? Yeah, about that. If it's not too much trouble, would it be alright if we stayed here a bit longer? There's a good chance we'll be targeted again as soon as we leave Post Town, and neither of us is in the best shape right now. And I suppose that's probably for the best. Of course you can stay. We aren't expecting any other guests, so keep your rooms as long as you need them. Thanks, Swanna. We'll definitely take you up on that. Everyone should get used to seeing us as a regular fixture in the inn for a while. You'll still have to pay your bills, of course. I knew that. Oh. And then nighttime falls, huh? Today was definitely eventful, but at least Espeon wasn't hurt, right? When we first met Espeon, I thought she was really tough, but she also takes things seriously and tries really hard. And I never thought she'd just burst into tears like that. Umbreon's really single-minded too. I like him. I really like both of them. It's true. It's obvious even to us how serious Espeon and Umbreon are about their research. And about what the enter cards they study. And the Magna Gate created by those cards. Jeez, they're all over the place. That moment... Or I think that might be Broham talking. At that moment, when that circle of light flooded the hill, the sight of that Magna Gate appearing from the middle of that blinding light, that's something I'll never forget. And Umbreon even said that that was the incomplete version. What will it be like once it's completed? I kind of want to see that. Yeah. Oh, I derped. That was actually me saying that. Either that or Broham's derping right now. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, Tusks, I've been thinking. I'd really like to help Espeon and Umbreon with their research. What do you think? It wouldn't be a bad idea for the Marriland to help out, would it? I think it'd be great. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me. Thanks, Tusks. So we'll go talk to Umbreon about it tomorrow, okay? I guess we ought to call it a night. Tomorrow, then. Night, Tusks. Yeah, tomorrow. The next morning. Morning, Tusks. Let's give it our all again today. Alright, well I think that's a good spot to stop it. We definitely had to include that last bit because it was pretty relevant to the episode. Anyway, I will see you in the next episode of Marriland's Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity Adventure. See you next time, troublemakers!